And we are live. What's up to everybody coming in? This is the Ricky Remedy stream on YouTube, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. Because we're streaming out of rainy South Florida, dealing with a tropical storm right now. Let me turn this. But yeah, welcome to the Ricky Remedy stream. We're back again for another week. This is my website right here. Oh, that way. That way, yeah. Where here you can check out my music. Basically everything that I have put out in the last year. Remedy Kit. Lots of people have been using that, so if you want to be one of those lots of people, hop in and cop the kit. I'd say I recommend number 2, not only because it's, I'm not saying that just because it's the most expensive one, but you're getting a bang for your buck. It's got the most sounds used in the market, I guess you can say. I literally got a platinum record through it, so yeah. Make it happen. Patreon, patreon.com/RickyRemedy, or you can just go to my website and click this Patreon link. When's I love how you called it the 2020 mix when we're in 2022. 2020 mix is not coming. I don't know when the next Remedy mix is coming. However, I was gonna wait till I got done promoting all this, but I'll just go ahead and promote it right now. And I'll promote it again later in stream. But tomorrow, Wednesday, 1 p.m. I believe 1 p.m. Eastern, a new mix will be coming out, made by your boy Ricky. Yes, 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. With Fucks With It. Let me actually go to that. How do I get out of there you go. Fucks With It. There's no, I don't know. Yeah, dude, we're in 2022 right now, and there's no sign of anything coming out this year Remedy Mix. So maybe Remedy Mix 2023, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so shout out to Fucks With It for the write-up and the mix, which is coming out tomorrow. It's 30 minutes, or it's 32 minutes long. Should hold you guys over. My mixes were usually like, I'd say like hour to an hour and a half, sometimes even 2 hours, but I think this is fine. I think this is pretty good to hold some people over until I get a better mix going on. I think the reason why I'm not really pushing for a mix right now is just because if I'm going to be putting out a mix, the big hang is full. Exactly. The big hang up is that he wants to make a full visual for it and making it better than 2K19. 100%. That man hit it right there on the head. My 2K19 mix is absolutely goated. It's because I just had so much music. I had not my music, but I had so much. There was so much music out that pretty much was exactly like the sound I was looking for, and kind of what I usually love to present in the Remedy mixes. And right now, the musical climate has changed quite drastically since pandemic started. The Sable Valley guys and like trap music is really not so much of a thing right now. Besides, like I said, besides Sable Valley and besides the few people that do make trap. So I was trying to figure out, currently I'm trying to figure out how to present myself, not represent, but represent myself, and kind of just like rebrand the whole what the Remedy mix is. But more on that later. Live stream, basically, this is every Tuesday, Thursday. Discord. So if you're new here, or if you're watching this playback, if you ever catch a stream, jump into my Discord and you'll be able to, collaborate with me. I'll do some feedback. That's every Thursday. And yeah, also collaborate with the other members that are in the Discord. Some really cool people in there, especially Rare. And yeah, jump in the Discord. Services, which I still have to update because I'm really bad at updating. And then tap in. Yes, there's a voice chat going on every stream. Rare will be in there. Sometimes people will jump in there. Yeah, just get a little commentary for what's going on. Services, like I said, I need to update this. I'm absolutely really bad at keeping up with multiple things at once. But yes, services basically we do and it's limited time because there might be a point where I'm way too busy to do this, or I just might not do this anymore. But yeah, music production, basically per beat, song mixing, and other art creative stuff, which is funny because I don't really have VFX in here. Beats, which these are some really old beats, which is why I said I need to update this. And yeah, merch available 2023, possibly, man. Hopefully we can get some funding behind that. And then yeah, about contact, cool, whatever. And then that's my Instagram, instagram.com/RickyRemedy, twitter.com/RickyRemedy, TikTok /@Ricky.Remedy, Spotify, Ricky Remedy, SoundCloud.com/Ricky Remedy, YouTube.com/Ricky Remedy, and Facebook.com/official Ricky Remedy. And that's the promo that's our intro promo. Looks like a MySpace page. That's funny. All right. So, today, I'm not sure. I'm sure you can see the title. Loopmakers are the worst / best. Audmar's not in here currently, but whenever he comes in here, I'm sure he would be able to stand by some of the comments I'm gonna make. But before I do that, this stream is sponsored by Yerba Mate, and it always will be. This is the 60-calorie Yerba Mate, less sugar. I believe 70% less sugar than normal ones. Ah, yeah. You can hear every bit, every little sip. And that is when we get started. It was not paid, but it was surely helped. The stream definitely is helped by Yerba. My productivity is helped. And it should be. You're absolutely right. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, man. We're dealing with a tropical storm over here right now in South Florida. It's actually pretty interesting. Because it's been a little bit since I've dealt with that, because I was living in California for quite some years. And so now I'm back out here and able to be front row seat to a bunch of rain. Be safe. Yeah, it's not too dangerous, luckily. I mean, maybe tomorrow to be a little worse, but it is it's not windy at all right now. It's actually completely still. It's just a lot of rain. I think that's usually the part that we hate the most, is there's so much rain that it just starts flooding everything and you can't drive anywhere, and it's not as easy to just get to places that you want to go. But yeah, so anybody coming in here, like this video. We want to try to get to 20 to 25 likes each stream. Try to keep that consistency, keep that algorithm working for us. And let's get into today's subject matter, which I think I have a few little memes. Actually, I think we can just probably go to Instagram and go to where I saw one of them. Producer culture, I believe that was where I found it. Producer grind too. I think this was it, maybe. Yep. All right, cool. Perfect. So yeah, Loopmakers are the worst / the best. So what are Loopmakers? In a nutshell, Loopmakers are basically beat makers or producers or whatever you want to call it, people who really only make the instrumentation behind the beat. Like they'll basically play the piano, or they'll play strings, or they'll kind of make something that would sound like a sample. They'll do the synths, they'll do whatever. A perfect example of that, of a group that does that, is Q Beats. Except they're really, really good at what they do. They're absolutely insane. Very, very good quality stuff. So knowing that they have hundreds of platinum records just by making loops or samples, or making these songs and sending them over to known beat programmers or drum programmers, like, or even just they produce the music as well, but they would send them out to, let's say, like a Metro Boomin, or they'd send it out to like a Murda Beats, and they would just load up these loops and then add drums on top of it, and be in the studio with these artists where they can place these, because these loop makers, known as Q Beats, live, I believe, in Switzerland. I think I could be wrong. Let me actually do a little fact check. Q Beats. Oh, it's without an E. They are from, okay, so they're from Germany. So these guys are from Germany. They live in Germany. So it's very likely that they're not going to get anything placed in person because they live in Germany. And usually also sending loops or sending beats to artists is not really lucrative. It's, some of the time, I'd say probably most of the time, they're not even going to open it. They're not even going to open your beat pack. So it really, really helps usually to be in the room, whether it be creating something from scratch or just playing around the beats and getting it placed and getting these artists to hear them and then say, hey, load it up into Pro Tools. I'm going to record on it. So that is how that goes. So being that Q Beats has made platinum after platinum after platinum after platinum just by sending these beats, sending these loops over to people like Murda and bigger producers like Wheezy and all this stuff, they're able to get these songs placed. And I guess you can say maybe it's a 50-50 split between the producer and the loop maker. I'm not really sure how that goes. But being that that's the case, a lot of people who may not be so good at drum programming or not so good at making the beat as a whole, but is really good, like they can play the guitar, they can play actual live instruments, they see an opportunity where it's like, okay, well, I'll just go the Q Beats route. I'll make a bunch of loops. I'll send them out to producers that are in these rooms and in these situations with the artist directly. And hey, maybe I'll get a placement because I live in Seattle or something, or I live in, in Switzerland, or I live in Brazil. And like, you live in places where none of these artists really are at. They're usually in LA, or they're in New York, sometimes Miami or Atlanta, but most of the time they're just out in LA, and people really can't afford to just go to LA. Now, here's the problem. This formula has kind of been a thing since the beginning, but it has never been so prevalent like it has been in the last maybe 3 or 4 years, maybe even 5 years, where people just send loops deliberately just to get a placement. And it's kind of getting a little out of hand. And this is where I say loop makers are the worst. Loop makers are the worst because, in my opinion, and they're the best too, this is why I'm going to give both sides, but I feel that they're the worst because it's creating a dependency with these higher up guys who are able to get in the room. They have great networking skills, great social skills. They're able to kind of like talk their way into rooms, but they aren't really musically inclined. And it's like you call yourself a musician or a producer, but you're not really the one making all of the music. You're just kind of making half of it, or even probably less than half. You're kind of just like throwing in a couple little drums here and there, and then maybe doing a very minimal arrangement, and then boom, you got a platinum record because you knew the artist directly, or you knew somebody who knew somebody. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but I think it's just a point that a lot of these guys, the drum programmers and people that are just kind of in the rooms, glorify themselves as somebody who really kind of made the whole thing, even though they most certainly did not. And as well as, like I said, there's a dependency there. Like if you didn't have loops, what what is your solution there? And I definitely believe that there's a bit of a dependency going on, and also there is just it's kind of it's shaking up the stability of making of these deals and agreements, and it's shaking things up, and it's really hard to get it, you know, in a place where everybody's happy. But why are they the best? Well, because they play music better than a lot of people. They're very talented. They know what's going on. How come my this is not, I can see but I can't see. Okay, this is not updating over here, but it's all good. Yeah, so when it comes to them being the best, they are very musically inclined. They're really good. They're the ones that are keeping music exciting, because like I said, if these beat makers didn't really know how, or didn't have the loops for them to rely on, these beats would sound pretty bad. And I'm sure that there are some songs that you hear where you're like, how did this even get placed? How is this even out right now? This beat is so simple, or it could be better. You know, there are a couple of those out there, and I'd say those are the times that the people didn't have loops to work with, and they kind of just made something on the spot. But yes, loop makers definitely keep things interesting, and they're the best because they you know, they keep the musical quality up. You know, they have the musical and creative integrity, where they're not gonna make something that's overly simple. They're gonna make something that actually has some luster, you know, and actually has some substance in it. And they're also the best because they keep things going. You know, if, let's say for instance, in my situation, which is why I usually appreciate sometimes when people will send me loops, or if I even create my own loops and then I use them later, is because sometimes you just want to get straight to the whole, the music as a whole, the beat or idea as a whole, and not so much piece by piece. Because when it comes to creating loops or samples, you know, things are just layered to the next layer, to the next layer, to the next layer, to the next layer, and you're like, where do I really actually like be like, okay, cool, we're good here, now we can move on to the drums. So yeah, I definitely believe that loop makers can be the worst, and they can also be the best because they help drive the music and the creativity, but they can be the worst because they're you know, shaking up the stability of, you know, what the music making process is. But let me play you guys this meme, and you'll kind of understand the worst side, I guess you can say. Make sure we're unmuted.
After emailing you 999 times, thank you, bro. But now, the loop is $20,000. Yeah, I'm the big bro now. Got your ass. After emailing you 999 times, thank you, bro. But now, the loop is $20,000. Yeah, I'm the big bro now. Got your ass.
So that's one big problem right now, where loop makers will get a placement and they will demand a little more than what is worth it. And what is really worth it? Well, you have to understand that it is actually not easy at all to be getting in these rooms with the artists directly, or an A&R, or people who are placing these records directly. It's not easy at all. Even if you live in the same place, even if you live, you know, in the LA area, live in the New York or Atlanta area, it's still hard. So imagine, you know, you're not even living in the area, you know, you live, like I said, in Germany or Switzerland or whatever, and you're not even in the country. You're shit out of luck trying to get into a room with these people. So being in the room is actually pretty hard to do. So who really has the leverage? Who really has the leverage? Because they were the ones that got that place in the first, you know, that beat placed. But then you think to yourself, well, you wouldn't have gotten it placed without my loop. You wouldn't have gotten it placed without my musical idea. Which is where you're going to have to kind of see a halfway, you know, you're going to have to see halfway. Now, here's the problem, and which is why loop makers can be the worst. because they will hold up a placement, or they will hold up an opportunity, or they will hold up and delay the opportunity to get a placement or get a deal going through because they believe they're not getting what they deserve. Understandable. It's good to know your worth. It's good to know, or it's good to kind of have like, hey, like, come on, man, like this, I'm worth more than this. I understand. That's fine. But what you don't understand is that there could be more opportunities coming from it. You could be making amazing royalties on it. Maybe it gets placed in a commercial, gets a bunch of sync licensing, and what you're going to get paid in the beginning, or what you get in the beginning, or maybe the percentage that you think is a small percentage, might end up being something nice. Now, you're going to be like, well, how come he's going to be able to get 80% of it and I only get 20%? And if we get $1 million sync deal, I'm only going to be making 200,000. He's going to be making 800,000. How about you do not give a crap what that person is making, because you just made $200,000. That's $200,000 you would not have made if you did not let that go through. Now, I'm not telling you to just be constantly bending over backwards for these people, but you have to understand what's going on and what's actually worth it, So, in my opinion, definitely don't think too hard about what that other person is making, because it's probably likely that even if they're in that room, it's probably because they did a lot of footwork and a lot of behind the scenes work to even be in that room in the first place. I'm really annoyed right now because not all my chats are showing up. It's showing up here, but it's not showing up for me here. Maybe I'll just do the pop out chat. Maybe that'll make things a little better. Hard to see on the white background too. Yeah. Maybe I'll there we go. 20K ain't shit. The DJ Khaled, I'm dead. Yeah. So Loopmakers can be the worst because they're not super experienced in the music business. They're usually just experienced in making the music, that they don't understand the opportunities that are at risk when they, kind of overdo it with their ego. And you don't even want to call it your ego. It's just like, you as a person want to be like, hey, I'm worth, let's just really break it down. I'm half of the music, or I'm half of the reason, but you're actually not. There's so much more that goes behind getting a song placed in the first place. And I understand this because that's exactly what happened with me in the Meg Thee Stallion song. Exactly. Been in that position, but it opens up the possibility for you to be in that room later too. Absolutely 100%. And so yeah, I think that's and a lot of other producers can agree with me where that is where Loopmakers can be the worst. Now Audemars, if you guys follow Audemars Miller, he is constantly posting absolutely funny Loopmaker memes, sample maker memes, and they are also true. And man, they come for these guys, and I don't know where they are because they're all coming from different accounts. But let's see if there's anything else here. Because loop making is definitely quite the subject on the producer internet, producer grind. I have a feeling that this might be about a loop, or this might be about a loop. We'll check that out in a second. But yeah, you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know producer grind, but yeah, they post some pretty good stuff. I'm dead. This is actually very true, guys. when you spent 4 hours making it be an artist Gibson in 5 seconds. This is actually extremely true. It's kind of insane, which is why you really don't want to spend so much time. Ricky, how come you've never released anything on the Barong family? I don't know. Oh, I know exactly why, actually. Because they because they require an EP deal. Usually it's like a 2 EP deal, and usually I just want to release like a single. Which, hey, by the way, guys, if you're in here, like the video. We got about, I think, 7 to 8 viewers right now. Like this video. Let's get these likes up. Let's show some support. Likes are free. Likes cost $0. And let's get the algorithm helping us out for these streams. Get some more people in here. So yeah, hit that like button. Appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't released on the Barong family because they usually require an EP deal, and usually I just like to release things as singles. I've been in 2 EP deals 2 times, once with Matt Decent and another time with Dimmac. And they both were great. The first EP, everything worked out. I was on tour, and great promotion and good things going on. But once it usually came down to the second EP, things were just taking forever, and my project would keep getting pushed back. Songs would keep getting declined. And I just didn't feel like I had the freedom to kind of put stuff out whenever I wanted to, which I believe is usually the best when it comes to like capitalizing on something. Like, let's say you have a song that's getting played by everybody, and you're starting to realize, okay, this song is really getting some traction, and a lot of other DJs like it. I want to put it out, but then the label thinks, no, like, even though a bunch of people are which is kind of wild to me, that the label will see for themselves that this song is getting played by a lot of people and it's gaining some traction, but they don't want to release. Weirdest, it's really honestly the strangest thing to me. But I think it's just because they have a very particular vision that you just need to follow. And that's just, part of the contract. Sable Valley and Quality Goods. Quality Goods, I should probably definitely submit some stuff. Sable Valley, yeah, the Dimmac drought. I'll talk about that in a second. Sable Valley, I think I want to make a couple more that's in their vibe before I do any submissions, because whenever I submit songs to a label, I usually like to submit about 5 to 6, maybe 7, so that they can have, they have something to choose from. They have their options. And I feel I don't have enough in their lane. They have a very specific lane, and they're actually great with that. I respect that, and that's why I want to continue to respect that by giving them what they're looking for. So I'd say maybe have 2 or maybe even 3 songs that might fall under that category, but I want to make a few more, just so that I don't get hit with a complete no. I can get hit with a, hey, yeah, let's use 2 of these or 3 of these. But with Uzi, yeah, I think Quality Goods, I think I might have some stuff. I should definitely make some submissions for sure. But yes, the Dimmac drought. What Rare is talking about is basically, there's, which I had to beg them to release Go Stupid, aka Road Rage. I had to beg them. I was like, please, this song is going off. People love this song. And they're like, maybe, I don't know if this is gonna do well. And it did very well. It has 1.2 million views or plays on Spotify. It did very well. They just didn't have that. And so there was another song, like Another Dimension, which I had to wait until I was actually out of that deal to even release it. That song was getting played left and right, all the way down to Skrillex, Major Lazer, Yellow Claw, all these big guys, Uzi, everybody's playing that. Everybody was playing it, and I couldn't release it because they didn't want it. Dimmac did not want it. And so I'm like, great, that's amazing. I have a song that everybody's playing and I can't even put it out. So I had to wait till I was out of contract, and then I finally put it out, and the hype was dead, sadly. I just remembered I didn't even promote on Twitter that I'm streaming, which I'm not really even getting too much on there, but too much attention, but hey, we'll I'm gonna do this new thing to basically it's for myself and for people to see themselves how much I am gonna stay consistent in my streaming. I'm gonna quote tweet every live stream and then quote tweet that, and then quote tweet that, and then quote tweet that. Live now. Hop in. Cool. Feels so good to not have to write Ricky Remedy TTV, and you can just write Ricky Remedy. Labels are legit tone deaf sometimes. Yeah. Because a lot of the time, like the people who are A&Rs or the people who are, handling all that are not, they're not music producers, or they don't come from the world of music, well, they work in the world of music, but they don't have as much of a creative mindset. They kind of have more of the business mindset, and they think to themselves, how is this going to work business wise? And, if it doesn't really jump out to them, it's not gonna, it's not gonna happen. It's kind of more advantage. I'm sorry, I'm horrible at reading. To backing from big artists than for labels. Yeah. I'd say half and half. And I only say half and half because there's an incentive when it comes to bookings and playlisting and stuff like that, where let's say for instance, there's a festival let's say Hard Summer, and Hard Summer has their own they have several stages, but there's one stage that is being taken over by a record label. Let's say Quality Goods gets a Hard Summer stage. If I have a release on there that's doing well, or have a release, maybe several releases on there, there's an incentive to put me onto that stage to present this song live by the person who made it. And kind of so the label still kind of does have a bit of an advantage when it comes to the incentive on putting artists that they sign or songs they sign in a position to succeed. Now, a bigger artist, yes, there is a bit of a help there, but I wouldn't say it's as big as some people might think, because some people are really not sitting there listening to the song and being like, what is this ID? I'd say maybe if you were to have a stage where there's 10,000 people there and one of my songs, or ID in general, is being played, it's probably likely that only 100 to 200 of those people are going to think to themselves, yo, what is this ID? What is this song? I need to find out what the song is. They're going to go home and do their best to look for that song. The 9,800 other people are just listening and just vibing and having a good time, and they're not thinking too hard about it. They're kind of seeing this set and listening to this set as a whole. So sometimes it definitely gives you an advantage, but it does give you an advantage if you get some content. If somebody's recording a video of it and you have it and say, hey, shout out to Excision for playing this, or shout out to, Skrillex for playing this, and shout out, because Skrillex plays my stuff a lot and it doesn't blow up my songs. Let's be completely honest. They don't blow up my songs to an outrageous amount. Maybe I can take a look right now. Burial, Ricky Remedy. Let's see how much that did. Because he still to this day plays it. Okay, so 62K. Not bad. Pretty decent. So yeah, not horrible. Got 3,000 likes. That's pretty good. But there was a time on SoundCloud where I would release a song with nobody else playing it, and it would get twice as much as this, 120K. And yeah. What's your opinion on raw trap? Okay, so I can definitely tell what type of stuff you're into, because you mentioned Barong and raw trap. So raw trap, I'm not 100% sure what that is. I think it might be like hard style and trap put together or something like that, or like hard trap or something. I'm not 100% sure. Is that like what Gravedigger does? No, don't open my wallet. Cool. Like the video, guys. Like this video. We have 8 viewers in here. Like this video. Dark Side Gravedigger. Jewis? Is that Jules or Jewis? Because I know Jules, and his stuff is not really raw trap. It's more like chill. Yeah, it's cool. It's not my cup of tea these days. I'm definitely liking like search it. Is it J? Because I know Jules, but is it this guy? No. Okay, so because I know Jules, he's from GTA, but he doesn't make like hard raw trap stuff. He makes vibey stuff. Dark Side. Is this also? This doesn't look like this is it either. Yeah. Well, for the most part, it's not really so much my cup of tea. It's a little too much for me. I like to kind of keep the I don't know. Oh, Jowis. Jowis. Is this it? Chile? Raw trap, yeah, it must be. Let's just take a list. Let's take a listen. I mean, I used to kind of make stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely use a lot of hard style sounds and a lot of stuff like that, but I kind of died it down a bit. It's cool, man, but like, yeah, that's not my thing anymore. It was at one point, but I'm steering like towards, because like I'm somebody who kind of goes with the flow of the musical climate. Even though people are like, going with the flow is what Dead Fish do or something like that, but things with house music kind of just being such a big thing right now. I've been making some house music. And in Sable Valley, like them being like really like the trap revivers, I guess you can say, doing that kind of stuff too. Yogi Remix was head in there, yeah, absolutely. But that I made that edit 4 or 5 years, I think 4.5 years ago. So times changed over the course of 4.5 years for sure. And yeah, so I mean, I can definitely play something that is in the mix, which I love how it says again, because I had to rebounce it a bunch of times because for some reason it would bounce out super distorted. But I made this on last week's stream, and it ended up being the intro to the mix. So this is actually different from what it sounded like when I was working on it, but it's pretty nice. Still gotta add a couple things, but it's almost done. It's like 80% done. I just gotta like do the second drop, but kind of add a little variation to it a bit. But for the most part, it's like pretty much done. What do I think about G Jones? G Jones is a little too crazy for me. When I say crazy, super experimental. It's hard for me to get into it. Um, I I definitely respect the amount of people that are into him and into like that type of stuff, because then it definitely like proves that you don't have to follow like what everybody else is doing. You don't have to like follow the rules of music. You can just do whatever you want and you will find people that like it. So yeah, I'm not too crazy about G Jones because it's just too crazy for me. But yeah. All his visuals are black and white too. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually pretty his branding is definitely on point for sure. Raw trap and hard trap should stay underground in my opinion. It probably most likely will. I don't know though. You know, you never really know what is just not going to be underground anymore. We don't have this say over that, which is just kind of insane. Like we just don't know what's going to jump up from the underground, what's going to break the ground, you know? Remedy visuals are nuts too. No, appreciate it. That's one thing for sure, man. I really would love to have a good, like a nice festival opportunity so that I could really show some dope ass visuals and really have it integrated with my music. Because I know, like, let's say I was given Brooklyn Mirage, bro, Brooklyn Mirage. Like, this is the old Brooklyn Mirage. I played there when it was that one, but now they have a new one. Son, do you see this? Do you see this madness, bro? Do you see this, bro? Could you imagine some Ricky Remedy vocals, visuals on this, bro? Like, look at this, bro. I would literally sit every single day up until that show working on visuals for specifically this screen. Like, I would have like some crazy thing going on this side, some crazy thing going on this side, and then something in the middle, and then like have some crazy like snake just going along here or something, bro. Legit, if somebody were to tell me right now or call me up and say, yo, we want to book you for Brooklyn Mirage in December 12th or some shit, literally all the way up until December 12th, I'll be working for hours on visuals. But the only reason why I'm not working on visuals right now, it's like, well, why don't you just do it now? Well, because I don't have an opportunity to show them right now. So I have to, you know, move my time to what I need to have going on right now. How crazy would real-time visuals be? You know what, Rare? I had seen a video and I had thought about when you had said that. Let me see if I still have it saved. And maybe this is what you were talking about, but okay, yeah, I think I found it. Let me DM it to myself. Maybe this, I'm just trying to see if maybe this is what you meant by it. Because I definitely would love to do something like this and set it up. So like, look at this little guy over here. How like, it's kind of like going with it. It's like very simple, but yeah. Like, cause I think that's what, what's his name? I'm drawing a blank here, drawing a blank. He wears the mask and he does like hard, like dubstep. Not Rampage. He has the mask What's his name? Ah, no. That. Not Barely Alive. Not Sudden Death. Oh man. Hold on. Brownies and Lemonade posted him because he has it running too. Is this it? No. This guy. Death Pact. So he has it like synced up with his mask and like the screen and like yeah. So like, oh damn, okay, I kind of missed it. Hold on, let me. Damn it. Hold on, I want to show you guys. So okay, right here on this laptop screen, right there, boom. So that is, I don't think that's Resolume. Is that Resolume? I can't really tell. But that is basically like, I guess you could say it's kind of like Resolume. If you actually see this little red thing here, you can see how him hitting it is affecting it. So yeah, is that Resolume? It looks a little bit like it. But basically, he has his Ableton set up on one laptop, and another laptop he has Resolume or whatever it is open. Like that's kind of what I would do as well. Like I would still have LD and VJ like out, you know, in the what is that called, lighting area or whatever, they're like down there or whatever. And yeah, I would definitely make sure that somebody's like handling that. But I would definitely make something happen like that. 4 Death Pack events all going at the same time. What? Front of house. There you go. I don't know. I've like played like freaking 500 shows and still don't remember front of house. All right. We got a bunch of people in here, which by the way, like this video. If you're just now coming in here, like the video. Appreciate y'all coming through. Like this video. Let's likes are free. Let's get the support up. You know, I'm trying to get at least 20 to 25 likes each stream. You know, just trying to get the algorithm to help me out a little bit here. You know. But what up, Neatos? What up? But yeah, so that's definitely how I'd be going about it. But it's like the opportunity hasn't presented itself yet, so I haven't really been going super hard on my visuals right now. Let me know for your next show in Miami. Yeah. I don't. I mean, I'm doing a house show, but I don't think it's gonna have any lights. I'm doing a house show next weekend. If you want to come through, come through. Not this weekend, but not this Friday, but next Friday. I'm doing a house show with my side project. It's called Tastemakers. It's like at this underground venue. And yeah, it's gonna be dope. And when it comes to Miami, like I'm probably only gonna do house sets in Miami because that's really all they really want. Miami is the music scene is fairly different. Doing good, fam. What are you planning to do today? So today, which we kind of went a little off, we went a little off subject. Which Audemars, are you still here? I saw that you were in here. I wanted to see if you can provide some memes. But we're talking about Loopmakers today, and I will also be a loop maker today. I will be making some loops. But we're talking about Loopmakers and just basically how they can make things difficult for people, but they also make things better. And we're just discussing that. And I know that there's some stuff when it comes to loops, but I don't know. Like there's like this whole thing like, oh, there's like 5 different people on a loop, 5 different people that made this loop. So they have to split it between 5 people. But then the beat programmer was the only person who put the drums on, so it's like kind of makes things, super uneven and unbalanced. Let's see what this guy has to say up here. Oh, is this producer culture? No, I'm trying to go to producer grind. All right, let's see if this is about loops. Buddha bless, bro. Don't even mention that
So how important
fucking
is it
guy's name, bro.
to have like a personal relationship with the artist?
I think that's the main thing. I was like, that's because I see producers who just start making beats, but they have a personal relationship with the artist and they're getting placements right away. Because they just learn how to do it like in 1 year. But like for someone else who's like building, trying to get relationship, it takes them a while. You know what I mean? We're just sending beats out. But when you start building that personal relationship, I think that shit takes you far, bro.
Yep.
Because like you could just hit them like, yo, where you at? Oh, we're gonna go eat. You go eat. You go to the studio. Oh, pull up some beats. It's not even like, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I made a song. And it was
Sample
like two
makers.
people on
Boom.
the.
All right. Cool. Here we go. Another loop maker situation. Y'all pay attention.
I made a song and it was like two people on the loop and they were both trying to ask for like, it was like 12,000 each.
What?
And it's like some artist budget, that budget ain't like, it's not that big. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just like when I seen that and it looks bad on me because I'm the person who actually got the placement. I'm the one who has a relationship with the artist. You know what I mean? So it's like the artist is going to really look at me as in like, yo, what's going on? So then I had to call up them and be like, come on, bro. Like, you guys can't be, you know what I'm trying to say? Everyone got to eat. Don't get me wrong. Everyone got to eat. But like prices like that is like crazy. I made a song.
See, I haven't even watched that video, and I already basically had told you exactly like how that goes down. So, loop makers, man, they can be the worst. 12, you know what I'm saying, bro? 12K each if there's two, so that's $24,000, bro. I am totally straight with 2,500 if it's a full 5. Because all right, so usually I ask for 5K advance. Yes, 12K is 100%. I usually ask for 5K max if I'm the only one on the beat, or if like it's a 50-50 split. I usually ask 5K. Okay, 12K, no pub, no master. Even then, you leverage that. You say, okay, I don't want that much in advance. You ask, hey, give me 4K, give me 3K, but I want some pub and master. Most of the time, they're not going to give you master. It's very, very rare that they give you master because that kind of just goes down to the personal relationship. But if you can leverage saying, hey, I want a lower advance, but just throw me on that pub, which that's going to, you know, if you can hold off on that 3K or 4K and kind of hold on to it or kind of save it or whatever you can, let that last you however long, bro. That pub is gonna help you out because now you have stability. You have something coming in every quarter, and you know it could be for a lot more if you're getting these sync deals or if you're getting some kind of, you know, if this song gets played on the radio a lot. I personally got completely fucked over with this Meg Thee Stallion track because they improperly registered the song. So I'm receiving absolutely zero royalties, even though we agreed on a percentage of pub, and I'm receiving zero royalties because they incorrectly registered the song on BMI, and I am now receiving nothing. And I have been trying to reach out to them to fix this, and they have been completely unresponsive. So I took the fattest possible L. But that usually doesn't happen. Usually, if you have a decent, I don't have a good relationship with the other producer. As a matter of fact, we hate each other, so that's why I'm not receiving anything. You got to lawyer up. I have tried lawyering up. They say it's not a good case. They say that it's going to cost me and everybody too much money, and it's not worth the money that I would be making back. It's going to be too much. A lot. I'd say I've already had 4 different lawyers saying it's not going to work out the way you think it is. So I had to take the L, unfortunately. No money for me, but it happens, bro. I have moved on from it and I'm still at it, you know, hoping to get another track like that. But at least I can say I have a platinum record through that, you know. That's one of the biggest things for me. Since I was young and since I started making music, I was like, man, I hope I actually have a platinum record, which I wish those plaques didn't cost so much because I would literally have one hanging up right here, but those plaques cost like $2,000 to have one of those made. So maybe when I have a little more money, I can get one of those made for me, and it can be a nice little piece of motivation for everybody. But yeah, so man, RIP for sure, man. Big L. Okay, we got Amar in here, bro. What are some pages where these loop maker memes are at, bro? Because that's the subject matter of today. Because, like, bro, you posted so much in the last couple weeks, bro, that I'm like, bro, this is definitely what's going on right now. And you just have had me dead, bro, on some of these, man. Cause it's like, how the game has changed is crazy to me, man. Because these loop makers before 2010 or before like the rise of this internet is basically the loop makers or the sample makers would actually come in studio and play these things for you. And then at that point, things were a lot more solid and stable when it came to agreements and when it came to like what's going on, because like this guy said, we have two loop makers on one loop, you know, as opposed to like, you know, you have one guy coming in the studio and they make it happen. Where's the cook up? Yes, here it is. This is what I was looking for, bro. Yo. Okay, bro. Yo. This one killed me, bro. I've seen so many of these memes, bro, but this one killed me, bro. Virgin loop cuck, bro. I'm dead, bro. And then a Chad beatmaker, bro. Yo, those are the funniest names. Virgin loop cuck, bro. Never gets credited, never spoke to a lawyer. Okay, well, I speak to lawyers. You're dumb if you don't. Learns to play every instrument, 4% pub. Yup. 50-50. Yup. Spends 20K on this. Bro, this doesn't get any more true, bro. Label said no advance, bro. My how many was one Discord are asking. Yeah, bro. Lost the FLP, can't credit the maker, bro. And I love how it says FLP, bro. Hey, y'all, like the video, man. I'm getting some good laps here. Like the video. We 58 minutes into the stream. We're halfway through the stream, but we're not halfway through the like count. We need at least 20 to 25 likes. So if you're jumping in here, hit that like button. Trying to get this, trying to keep this consistency going. Check the new one.
Producer Pet Peeves, Part 1.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
The drip plugin.
Producer Pet Peeves.
Yeah, no, for real though, this killed me, bro. Man, what's wrong with Nexus? Facts. I'm always opening Nexus, bro. Opens Nexus. Alright. Well, I'm gonna be a loop cuck today. And then I'm gonna be a Chad beatmaker right after. I'm gonna be both of those guys today. Let me plug in my power. Yeah, that kills me, bro. No, you're good. You're good. I just was trying to find this one for sure. That's why I only try to work with people I trust. Yeah, absolutely. But you know, sometimes you got to take those risks, bro. You know, sometimes you're not always going to be working with people you trust. I think sometimes you just got to give it, you know, not give a benefit of the doubt because it's opposite, you know, doubt the benefit, but definitely give it a try. You know, you never know what might come out of it. Exactly, keyword is try for sure. All right, loop cuck. I'm gonna be a virgin loop cuck today. Let's open up good old Omnisphere. Let's see what we come up with. I've been trying to reinstall nah man, open Nexus. Maybe we'll open Nexus when I do the programming. Alright, textures playable. Usually I find some good stuff in here. Doom 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 doom. Okay, cool. Got one right there. Oh, already forgot. Yeah, trying to reinstall because the GUI for some reason is acting up, and I keep reinstalling it, but it keeps giving me the same problem. It's like future like Boston and Richie. I'm gonna make one of those kind of loops. Let's add a piano. Another Omnisphere. It's my invisibility cloak. Maybe I'll pitch it down just. Damn, that's some bad latency. Let me see if I can make this a little better. Where'd it go? Where did it go? It's a little better. Okay, keyboards. 10 likes. All right, we good. We halfway there. Let's go. Let's do LA custom. Does FL have a reduced latency when monitoring button? I know Ableton does. Yeah, but the latency is really just because it's being routed through my capture card, and I'm listening through my PC. So the HDMI is probably not as quick as it should be, because FL itself is not really it's not the latency. It's actually the HDMI that's going into my PC. Okay. Okay, you know, just your very typical trap beat. And then let's do another piano, but this will be like the low piano that's in like a lot of these beats these days. These days, listen to me like being an old man. Piano keyboards. There you go. Put a little Dirk on that. Put a little Dirk on that. I'm probably not gonna do that other one. Little baby with the 808 rolls. Yeah, facts. What? Why? But why? Oh. Like the video, y'all. I'm gonna keep on reminding y'all. Oh shit, Patcher. Patcher's pretty good plugin, but I don't use it as much as I should. But I don't know. I have to get in that habit. I think that's what it is. But yeah, as you guys can see, like I'm just layering up. Usually I'll just get straight to the beat and then maybe add more layers, but I think I'm gonna take the Loopmaker route because I'm a virgin loop cuck right now. So let's do something cool, atmospheric sounding a bit. Let's try bells and vibes and then maybe put it into some inner space. Okay, this might be... This sounds like it's not. This doesn't sound right. Let me take a little bit of this reverb out. Or maybe it's the release. Huh. Alright, I'll fix that. Alright, still need one more layer. And then maybe we can start adding some drums like a Chad beatmaker. Which, by the way, guys, how does the mic sound? No buzz, right? It's crazy. I'm telling you, this thing has a mind of its own. I did nothing to make the buzz go away. It just went away on its own. Sounds great. Awesome. See, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I be wanting to get a new mic, but then like this ends up still working for me. So it's like until this completely craps out on me, man, I'm gonna just have to stick with it. All right. Last one. No noise floor, nothing. Awesome, man. Cool. That's great. That's great. Great stuff. Okay, we'll try that again. We'll find a bell and get it through inner space. All right. Maybe this one. All right, let's see how inner space sounds with this. Effects, creative interspace, inner space. Diffused. Let's see. Let's hear how this sounds pitched down. Ooh, it's raining hard again. Ooh, that's hard. I'm getting some like weird. Maybe I'll put it here. Maybe. Still getting it. You're hearing the clicks, right? The click is kind of annoying. Usually, if I restart it, it'll help. All right, I'm gonna do that real quick. YouTube 417. Oh, no, 417. What am I, stupid? 927. Bro said, "Little baby, young boy gonna float on this." Facts. All right, yeah. Let me restart my computer. I'm gonna talk to y'all for like the next 2 minutes. I'm a virgin loop cuck today, and then watch. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna be a Chad beatmaker. All right, let's. Oh, you know what? That's probably what's going on here. Update and restart. Label said, "No, hey man, you know what? It is what it is, bro." I'm gonna come up. Ricky needs to start sending these. I need to start sending 100 emails. Yeah, usually for some weird reason, whenever like my computer wants to update, like it gives me absolute problems. So I just gotta let it do its thing. So now you guys are watching my computer update in real time. Good thing it's not like Mac, where like when it updates, it can just ruin everything. Look at that! Look at that, beautiful. They keep trying to get me to Windows 11 or 12 or whatever the new one is right now. Now you need to start being a part of the community, sample makers, man. I can, but bro, it's like overwhelming, bro. There's so many of y'all. Legit, there's so many of y'all, because I follow like a lot. I follow a couple of them, or I follow like mostly the Chad beatmaker guys, and like I see them post. They'll post a preview like on their Instagram of like a carousel of all like the beats that they've been making, and like all these people, all these loop makers, bro. There's just so many. But this kind of, all right, like you're definitely right, Almar. You're absolutely right. Like I definitely need to be more in those. But I think my goal always is going to be getting in the rooms and kind of just creating a real relationship between me and the Chads. I'm gonna start calling them Chads now, and just so I can get more. Because really, like I could have been sent stuff like for Beam, because Beam is out here in Miami. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really trying to get in the room with him through another producer, which Bezzy has actually jumped in here for a stream. Me and Bezzy are gonna get in one of these days, and I just, you know, I'm gonna get real cool with Bezzy and get, you know, make a lot of shit with him, and then you know, hopefully get in the room with Beam, and then like really like play what I've got going on. No, I only know Oddmar. Shout out to Jergaz. All right, my computer's not charging. I pray to God that my power does not go out when I put this in. Because that's been happening. This room, the wiring is horrible. Okay, we're good. We're good. Awesome. Ricky and Skip on the beat. Yeah, no, Skip is actually a homie of mine, bro. He'll tap in sometimes. He'll reply to a couple of my stories. He just, you know, I have a song with Bezzy. Nice. He's actually jumped into one of these streams. I'm surprised you weren't in here when he was here. But yeah. Me and him might get together this weekend. All right, let's get back to what we're doing. Gotta let all these omnispheres open. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna get close with them by like doing like what you're doing, but it's like kind of like the whole joke behind the whole Loop and Chad thing is that like the Chads usually just be doing nothing but networking and being in these rooms, and I'm trying to like be a little more in that position than like kind of just being the guy sitting back and doing what I'm doing right here. Skip is nice with it too. He's cool, but it's the exact same thing, bro. He's just a programmer, you know. Okay, no, that's wrong of me to say just a programmer, but he's mostly known to be programmer. All right. Still click whatever, bro. Is it coming from? No, I mean I don't know what it could possibly be coming from. Maybe if I close some stuff out. Oh, that helped. Oh yeah, there it is, number 4. I'm gonna edit this a bit. I think I'm all layered up. I think I'm good with my layers. I think we'll become a Chad now. All right. Let's get these drums in. just keep these hi-hats pretty simple. The funny thing about like doing this on stream is that like I can't like go reference anything because I don't want to get like flagged. Well, apparently you're good now, but I don't know. I'm still scared. But sometimes I would like go to like, I don't know, like a Future song or like a Boston Richie song or like a Lil Durk song or what's his name, Pooh Shiesty, and like kind of listen to like the drum selection and just be like, okay, yeah, I'll probably use that drum instead. But I'm just kind of like going off whatever sounds good right now. So. I gotta add the little zap sound that is in a lot of these beats now. There it is. Shout out to Perk 20 and Audmar's kit. week before the drop, so I'll take that out. Shit, you good, bro? Shout out to you. Let's do a little. Yeah, and that looks like that's the beat. Bro, so like which one, you know what I'm saying? Like, so okay, we got both views of this. We got the view of the Virgin Loop Maker cuck guy, and then you got the Chad Beatmaker drum programmer guy. Like, which one really like required more work and more creativity? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of subjective almost. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta kind of know the formula behind like what kind of beat are you making and what kind of drums and arrangement are you going for, and like what does the artist kind of want? What does the artist want? You know, but then also it's like, okay, cool. Well, like there's a musical part behind it. Without the music, it's just like, okay, well, this is without the music. It literally just sound like this. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And then And there it is, guys. And there it is. 11 likes. Come on, let's get 9 more likes. We're an hour and 40 minutes in. If we can try to get, you know, in the next 30 minutes, if we can get 9 more likes, I'm a happy camper. I'm happy, and we're good. Let's try to get the 20 likes, man. We've been doing good. We've been getting 20 likes every stream. Let's try to keep that up. And then we'll do one. Let's do one more loop to beatmaker guy. You know. Let's bounce this out. I'm gonna call this loop cuck. 927. All right, 12 likes. Let's go. 8 more likes. I'm about to finish my yerba. Sometimes drums can be about just drums. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I've noticed that a lot of female rappers only like just drums. A lot. Like if you go into I think it's the playlist I'm Feeling Myself, where it's like mostly female rappers, if you listen, their beats are extremely minimal. They're just drums, maybe 1 or 2 sounds. Yeah, same with that song, the Ice Spice song. Like, it's literally drill drums with like 1 layer, you know? I don't know what it is. I don't know if like the melody throws them off or something. I don't know what it is, but they like just drums. It's actually a very interesting observation. All right. We're at 12 likes, so try to get 8 more. Definitely got way more views last one. Female range, vocal range is different too. Put some IDs in ID discussion requests. Nice. Drums with a C note piano. Facts. All right, let's do, what kind of loop are we going for today? Let's go for like a rage type, maybe. Rage type beat, maybe. That song is so interesting to me, bro. Is anybody from Bronx? Because if so, like, was munch already like a thing? Like, was that word already like a much used word before she did that? Or did she like really like actually just make a word like popular on her own? If so, give that to her. Because that's a culture shift. Oh, no cap. Oh. Alright. Rage beat. Let's go to the hardware library. Let's go into synth poly and let's shuffle it. Let's see what we can find here. Oh wow. It's good, but it's too much echo. Or I guess in this case it's too much release. Okay, yeah, I guess that echo out too. That's not so bad. Not so bad. So, do I like St. John? Yeah, St. John's fire. I need something more like lead. Maybe mono. I don't even know how I'm gonna. Alright. Let's see. Two. Alright, next layer. 12 likes. Let's get to 20. Come on, man. Hardware. Mono. Let's see what we can find. Why did you stop Twitch? Been banned? No, not banned. But I'm trying to like just stay on a place where there's more producers. There's several reasons, but there's more producers on YouTube. It's easier to find producer content on YouTube. I'm trying to be like where everybody else is at. Twitch is nice. It's a good quality streaming platform, but it's really for gamers, and usually it just makes more sense to promote yourself if you have like a team of other Twitch streamers that are kind of helping you out. And but when it comes to YouTube, it's pretty easy to grow. The growth grow ability, the ability to grow is a little bit easier. And yeah, it's just, and plus the content stays up. If you miss any streams, you can just go back and watch them. And I believe that there's value in that. Oh, that's the master. Look at that. What am I doing? All right, more layers. Maybe we make this a little faster. And then maybe this main like saw, change this a bit. I love how people think I was banned, but no, I was not banned. I love the name Glockenspiel. It's such a great name. Have you always been eager to keep producing, or is there been a time where you thought about giving up and doing something else? I think about that a lot. As a matter of fact, I'm having a pretty bad month right now financially. I just think to myself, I'm not making any kind of like money right now. I think the only thing that's making me money is Patreon, which is not enough to pay the bills, not nearly enough to pay the bills. It probably covers maybe 20%, 30% of my bills. And then I'm making just barely like a little bit off royalties. Yeah, it's like all I can think is, bro, like been producing music is absolutely not lucrative whatsoever and does not help me financially whatsoever. So I'm like, it's like, why would I keep doing something that isn't benefiting me? Like, why would I keep making music? Why would I keep doing this if it is not paying the bills? But somehow, some way, something comes in. Maybe I'll do a couple lessons. Thank God for the lessons. Thank God that I'm out here legit, like, making money off of doing these lessons and stuff for people. But otherwise, yeah, I'm barely making it by, and that is the only thing that makes me want to give up, is that I have bills to pay and that what I'm doing is not paying the bills. Even though, I've been making music for 16 years, like I'm a professional music producer, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because it doesn't pay the bills. So it's unfortunate, and people don't really understand that. That whenever I want to give up or whenever I want to quit, it's not because I don't like doing this. I absolutely love doing this, but it's the reality is what you love to do is not always going to pay your bills. What you love to do is is merely a hobby if you're not making money off of it. You know, everything that I'm doing here, if I'm being completely real and honest, can be classified as just a hobby. Because right now I'm making $0 on YouTube. You know, this is why I'm only asking for likes, because if you guys could just like the video, maybe I can get some more viewers, and maybe people who want to come into my Patreon, that can come into my Patreon and maybe help me out there. But yeah, like, this is really a hobby right now. A person who's been making music for 16 years and has done some of the craziest things. This is currently a hobby because this is not really paying the bills. So it's not that I want to give up because I don't like it. I absolutely love what I do. But you know, reality will hit you sometimes. So yes, I do think about that a lot. Thank you, Mikey. Well, thank you. I'm glad you love my songs. All right, we're gonna do GMS for this one. Let's see what we can find for this. You're the reason I got into this genre. Oh, well, thank you, man. I'm glad that I inspire people. And, you know, that's one thing, you know, like, I'm always going to know, you know, at least I inspire people, but, you know, you can't pay bills off of inspiring people, unfortunately. So, doesn't mean I don't, you know, admire that or appreciate that. I do appreciate it. But it's not going to stop me from quitting if I have to, you know. I'd be door dashing. Oh yeah, same. Big same. I literally actually just got a notification just now from DoorDash saying, due to severe weather in your area, we are temporarily halting operations starting today, 9 p.m. until Wednesday, 9/28, which is tomorrow. We'll be sure to let you know if anything changes. So I can't even DoorDash right now. I literally can't even deliver, which is okay. Like, I don't know, I should not deliver in this tropical storm weather right now, but yes, I'd be door dashing as well. Yeah, I'll be safe. I'm fine. I got it. You know, I'm in a nice protected home. I really get sad about the situation you've been facing. I've been with you for a long time. You've always been my favorite chat producer. I hope from my heart that you'll be okay. Yeah, I do too, man. No, I really listen, man. Like, I don't want anybody to ever think that I do not notice and appreciate the people that appreciate what I do. You know, that's and I think that's kind of like the messed up part, is that, like, whenever I get to these points where, like, I want to give up, or when I want to, like, step away from doing this, they think that, like, I'm ignoring all the people that have ever supported me, or ignoring the people that do appreciate what I do. And they're like, don't stop. You inspired me to do this. You inspired me to get to this point, or you're the reason I make music. You're the reason this and that. Trust me, I do that is not mutually, you know, I'm not over here like, yo, I can't pay bills. That's simple. That's all it is. That's literally it. It's not that I don't like to make music. It's not like where I'm like, oh, I'm stressed out because of music, or this music stuff is too hard, or it's not for me, or I'm tired of people fucking me over. That has literally nothing to do with it. Like, nothing. That's the thing I think people kind of have a problem with, like, understanding, is that if I were to ever give up or quit or step away, I don't like using the words give up or quit. I just would step away so that I can at least maybe get a job for a few months and kind of like save up and stuff, and then maybe get back on the grind. But that's that. I'm never stepping away because I don't like what I do, or because I don't like the industry, or the industry pisses me off, or you know, a bunch of people have fucked me over. Absolutely not. 100% not the case. It's just that this does not bring enough for me financially. There was a point where I was making great money because I was on tour. You know, I was getting placements. Things were going very well. But that all ended once the pandemic started, bro. Like, no more bookings for me. The bookings completely fell. And the music climate changed. People are looking for booking different kinds of acts. They usually just want dubstep, or they usually want like house, or people kind of more in experimental range, or they want people more pop. They don't really like want, like, I guess, trap guys. And like, That's kind of why I'm doing this house thing too, this house side project, but it kind of comes back to come to Stereo Live Houston. I was there in March, and it was fun. It was definitely fun. I went out there in March, but I don't think I'll be going out there anytime. I have no shows lined up. I don't have an agent, so bookings don't come through anymore. And I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not upset about it. There was a point where I was very upset about it because I'm like, man, like I used to be on the road like 3 times a week. I used to have a show, 3 shows a week, 2 to 3 shows a week, or at least 10 shows a month. Now, I haven't played since July. And here we are about to enter October, and yeah, that was definitely a huge help on my income, but that's not the case anymore. So things change, man, and unfortunately I'm on a decline, but I still, as you guys can tell, like I don't let that affect me. I'm still here. I'm still doing this. I'm still streaming. I'm still putting up content on Instagram, so Ricky, been following you for a long time now. I feel your pain as a fellow creative in Miami. Is a publishing deal something in your interest? A publishing deal can be just as helpful as it is hurtful. A publishing deal is only helpful with the right timing and with the right amount of leverage. I cannot stress it enough, which, by the way, if you're just now coming in here, like the video. Liking is for free. Liking costs 0 money. I'm just trying to get 20 likes per stream so that we can keep the consistency going. So like the video if you haven't already. But back to what I was saying is publishing deal can be both hurtful and helpful depending on what the situation is and how you go into it. A publishing deal usually is helpful when you have leverage. Now, what is leverage? You have to have a hit record, or you have to have an artist that you work very closely with that has a hit record or is creating hit records or is currently on a spike of attention or currently on a big uprise. Because then at that point, they understand, these publishing companies will then understand, okay, he can ask for, let's say, a $200,000 advance, maybe even $100,000 advance, and he'll be able to recoup it quickly through this hit song that he currently has. So if I have, let's say, a record that's blowing up, let's say I make a song for like Dua Lipa or something, or like, for Justin Bieber, and this song, and I'm the only producer on it. Let's just say hypothetically I'm the only one who made this beat or made this song with said artist. And it's going crazy. It's getting like 5 million plays a day, Then at that point, me being unsigned and not with the publishing deal, there's a lot of admin money and there's a lot of money that they could very much clearly make because the stats are right there. They're saying, okay, this song is getting 5 million plays a day, which, what is that, like a couple $1,000s every day? So if they know that you're making that kind of money, you can ask for a nice advance, or you can ask for nice deal points or a certain percentage or whatever, because it's a good investment. They're like, okay, cool, you're making this much money right now, or you have this much traction going on. It's showing right here in the numbers that you are gonna be able to make this investment back. I am not in that position right now to ask or have any type of leverage to a publishing company. So if I were to walk into a publishing company and have a meeting with them and show them the best music, they're only going to go off of what could be or what could happen. And that, in any business, whether it be music, stocks, any kind of business, it's not a good investment to go off what could be. It's usually off of what is. That is usually a smarter investment. Now, granted, we used to live in a time where people, these labels and publishing companies would take chance, but we're not. We're just in a time now where numbers are so transparent now, and where we can see how well something is doing and how much traction something has just by looking at a view count or a like count or off of how people are digesting it. Then it's a little bit easier to make these guesses and be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna put money into that. So I unfortunately do not have that leverage. I do not have the leverage that you know, I have some kind of track, because I do not have any kind of traction. I have zero traction. I have 0 hit records. The only hit record I had was with Meg Thee Stallion, and that was 2 years ago. And that's not enough. Like, you can have leverage if it was within the first, you know, let's say 3 months that you created that record. But after that 3 months, the leverage is pretty much gone. And people will ask, well, why didn't you just try to get a publishing deal then? Because that actually just was not enough. It didn't go platinum until I'd say a year later. You know, the album itself went platinum within a couple months, but that's the album. I'm talking more about the single. And if the single does not have that type of leverage where it's making that much, because it was not getting 3 to 5 million plays a day. It was getting maybe, let's say, 200,000 plays a day, 300,000 plays a day, which is still amazing. It's still great numbers. But for a publishing deal that you will feel comfortable going into, that you're going to probably be with these people and you're going to really like sign and stay with these people, then that's different. So trust me, I've been thinking a publishing deal is my dream, absolutely my dream, but it can become a nightmare if you don't think about how much leverage you actually have going into that deal. So it is 100% in my interest. Yo, Ricky, really appreciate you sharing all this insight. Of course. This is, I mean, luckily this is public. This is no secret. You know, this is all stuff that you can find, but I've actually learned all this through the experience. So yeah, man, like I absolutely would love that kind of situation. I don't want to take too much time on the live, but I'm working with a publishing company in Miami that's partnered with a studio down here. We're trying to build a catalog. Hey, well, you know, I would love to come through and, you know, maybe help out however I can. But yeah, that's cool that it's in Miami because I'm out here. So, you know, I would love to come through and help out. Maybe help, you know, because that's another thing, is building a catalog is super important. You know, whether it be sending stuff out for sync. And that's another question people have asked. Well, why don't you just do sync? Because that's also not as lucrative. It's also not as, you know, cut and dry, where it's like, hey, send stuff, get it placed, make some money, okay, buy it. Like, you have to really be in that momentum of like making these songs specifically for these sync libraries and for these, and like, that takes up a lot of time, like a lot of time. Like I would be working 10 hours a day just to be making music for stuff that might not. What song did you have with Megan? It's called Don't Stop, featuring Young Thug. And that was an amazing moment, man, when I had found out that had gotten placed. Oh, my back. 14 likes. Damn, I guess I have a feeling we're not gonna hit 20 today, which is very saddening. Makes me sad. Your boy is not popping at all. How'd I land that placement? Luck. 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 I got lucky. I got lucky. I will sit here and completely admit and really tell you, I just got lucky. Buddha bless whom I absolutely despise. I despise this guy. He used sounds from my sound pack, which most of the time I would like let it go. I would be like, hey, like, you know, get your placement, just put me on the credits. You don't have to give me any money or anything like that. But he never reached out to me saying, hey, I used your pack. Can we get this cleared? And he never really manipulated it. He didn't pitch it. He didn't do anything. And pretty much the entire song itself was like based behind my sound. I said, hey, just give me credit. Maybe shoot me in advance and we'll be happy. And he was really making it difficult. He made it absolutely a nightmare for me, which is annoying. 18 likes. Okay, let's go. 2 more likes. Damn, I was about to be like, yeah, we're not going to get, but 19 likes. Yo, what's going on? What's going on here? These likes just came out of nowhere, bro. Let's try to get a 20. Anyways, yes, big shame on him. Never reached out. I literally found out about this song dropping from a bunch of people tagging me saying, "Congrats, Ricky, congrats," because they all know that sound. They knew that was from from the Remedy kit. So they're like, "Yo, shout out, bro! Happy for Ricky." Da-da-da. I'm like, "Bro, I didn't even know this happened." So I was happy because I knew, cool, this is easy. I just call my lawyer, say, "Hey, reach out to the producer, make sure we get our credit." Because I told him I'm not even trying to get pub like that, like. But then the lawyer's like, "No, you need to get that pub. This is going to be a big song." So I'm like, okay, because it was a single. So I'm like, all right, cool. That's fine. We'll make it happen. And we ended up agreeing on a percentage for pub. But because the song was improperly registered and they never bothered to fix it, I made $0 off pub. I literally can't wait to get on my pub deal. Yeah, man. It's that's part of the pub publishing deal nightmare. A lot of people want to get out of their deal that they're in. But yeah, man. Cool. We're at 19 likes. You know, if we get to one more, then I'll be happy, man. Just one more like. But yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough these days. But I'm just hoping that I can keep this going. You know, I don't want to stop. I don't want to quit. Let me make this clear to absolutely everybody. I do not want to quit. I do not want to stop doing this. It's absolutely the opposite of what I want. But if I have to, I have to, bro. Sorry, bro. Like, if I have to, sorry, bro. I got bills to pay. I got a car payment. I got rent. I got insurance. I got stuff I have to pay. Like, that's not going to stop being there. And this is not making, like, a Patreon is the only thing that's, like, at least somewhat helping me out. It just makes me mad that producers make it difficult just to give out royalties that they already have money and connections. Oh yeah, trust me. I've gotten over it, bro. Like, even talking about this is kind of just reminding me, but I don't even want to be thinking about it anymore. Just heard the song, bro. You killed it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Look, I'll even go to the sound for you real quick. This is how fast. Look, boom, boom, boom. Like, how come on, bro, like, was there really any effort put into, and then da-na-na. Yeah, like, it's kind of crazy to me, but I got lucky, man. And like, you can't rely on luck. I really hope one day I can get another lucky moment like that. I'm telling you, like, if I really need another hit, bro. I need a hit. Like, I need like a big record so that I can just like leverage it, get a nice deal, and then use whatever money I make off that deal to fund it into the Ricky Remedy project for advertisements, for, you know, marketing, for PR. Because that's what I would do. I would say, hey, give me $100K, give me $150,000. I take 50,000 of that and put it in the bank and don't touch it and just kind of keep it there for like my actual, you know, bills and normal stuff. And then I'll take literally that 100,000 and spend it out for the year, for the whole next year, and spend that entire 100,000 on promoting Ricky Remedy as an artist and promoting the Ricky Remedy project, because I know that the same way all these bigger artists out here killing it is because they have a nice budget behind them, you know, and they're using the money that they make off of their shows to reinvest back, and then the shows keep rolling, and then my income is coming off of that, you know, off of being the artist and not having to chase placements anymore. And, you know, just reinvesting back into that, and then whatever I make off of that, then I'll probably reinvest into like real estate or something, or invest into, you know, crypto, or invest into other stuff, you know, that would make me a lot more money. But it's like, step one, get a hit record. Step two, leverage that for a good deal, for a nice advance of a minimum 100K. And then leverage that, or step three, use that money to put into the Ricky Remedy project. Maybe not crypto. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Only the good crypto. And then not any shit coins or anything like that, or coins that are overly killing the environment, which, I mean, YouTube and everything else on this that we're using is like doing pretty much the same thing, but that's a different conversation. Step 4, take whatever I invested in and whatever I'm making back, invest it into some other stuff, and then I'm good, and then I'm fine, and then I'm still doing this, and it's even better than ever. I'm gonna have a whole even better stream. I'm just gonna get better. I was mostly referencing to the market crash. Oh yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, that's actually a good time to invest. You know, is when shit is down, because then when it's up, it's up. And plus, China's about to become the China's about to become the main form of currency soon, bro. I swear, bro. We're about to have to start using Chinese yen and shit, bro. China is taking over the world, bro. I didn't even know that Discord was majority like owned by Tencent. It's crazy to me, bro. They have all our data, bro. These Chinese people know who we are, bro. That's crazy, bro. All right, let me get back to making music. Okay, let me know if you're interested in discussing some opportunities. Yeah, I mean, bro, hit my Insta DM. Let's see. I'll come through the spot that you. I'll come through the spot. We'll talk. Let's talk some kind of, I don't know, sync deal or publishing deal. I'm not really trying to go for right now. Like I said, unless it's a good number. If it's a good number, then cool. If it's good deal points, then cool. I'm totally down. But I'm not even looking for a publishing deal until I know we all can make some money. Until I know that I myself I'm a good investment. Because I think of the other side too. I think of the publisher, and I think, okay, like, I'm going to put money into this guy and I know I'm going to make it back. So that's, I think about that instead of just being like, I want 100K or I want $200,000 and I don't care how you make it back. It's like, no, like, cause that's how you get stuck in these deals and that's how they shelf you. That's how they don't push for you, So. Should we make that group chat with Teal after the stream? Well, I have to do a one-on-one with Audemars after this. And I was actually going to do some DoorDash after, but it looks like I'm not allowed anymore because of the storm. So, yeah, I guess no, because then I also... fuck. Okay. I have to do this one-on-one with Audemars. Then I have to edit this TikTok reel that I'm going to post later. And then I can do that. So it'll probably be a few. I mean, hopefully I remember because last time, yeah, damn, I missed the stream. It's all good. I mean, I'm still gonna be on here for another till I finish this beat. Hey, Sabo, be my 20th like, bro. Come on, let's go. We got 19 likes. Let's get this 20 likes, man. Or somebody be my 20th like. I hear you. We'll be in touch, man. Take care and stay safe during the storm. Absolutely, bro. Hopefully it's gone by the weekend because I'll be down there this weekend. Let's go. We did it. 20 likes. Shout out to Sabo if that was him, bro. Let's go. I was almost like, man. You know what? I had to say that I was sad about it. That's what happened when I said, man, I'm going to be sad if I don't hit 20. Yo, that shit shot from 14 and 19, bro. I just got to start playing that game with y'all. Like, bro, come on, man. Hit me with the likes, bro. Hey, shout out Sabo. All right, but we're gonna finish this beat and then we'll be out of here. All right, let's use this. Ever put OTT on an 808? I've been doing that. That's kind of wild, bro. Let's hear how it would sound. Yeah, that's a little ODD. Alright, we're becoming Chads now. We already did our virgin loop cuck stuff, so now we have to level up now. Kyrie? I don't know what that is. Well, what is that? One, two, three, four. Oh, gotta fix that there. All right, we're pretty much done with this beat. I think I'm gonna get out of here and get on with the day because I gotta post this content. All right, that's good. Yeah, that's dope. I like it. Cool, cool. Two pretty solid beats today. The shout outs to my loop makers and my beat makers. All right, guys. So we're back on Thursday. Same time, 3 p.m. It's promo day, community day, collab day. Jump into the Discord. Send if you can do it. If you want, you can do it right now, and then we'll get around to it on Thursday. Send some collab ideas, send samples, send loops, send stems. Even if it's one drum sound, I'll find a way to use it. And send some promos, send some songs of yours that you want me to give you feedback on. I usually spend about like a minute or two, just, kind of going through real quick, just giving like a couple pointers here and there. I'm usually brutally honest, I don't like saying, hey, this is nice, man, good job. And then I don't tell you what you need to do, like I usually like to give some direction. And kind of help people where they can improve. And then, yeah, if you're not already in my Patreon, jump in. That would help me so much. And then, yeah, we did pretty good today, man. 20 likes, even with the 63 views. Last stream, at the end of the stream, we had I think 115 views, and I think I had 23 likes. So, shout out, man. Thank you guys for liking this video. It makes me just feel like these streams are successful when I at least get that many likes, That's my metric. So thank you guys. And tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, new mix. Y'all check that out. It's on Fucks With It. I will be promoting it. If you don't know where the link is, I'll promote it on my Instagram and all my stuff and all my socials, so you'll be able to see that. So thanks again, guys. And Rare, I will try my absolute best to get into this group chat later on today. So much love. See you, Nitos. See you, Remix. See you, Trent. Thank you, guys. And rock on.